I'm Marcus Richardson, and this is Tales from the Murder Museum. The Murder Museum is imposing. Its exhibits promise millions of unique, exciting experiences. It's simply impossible to see everything the museum has to offer. Because of this, it's easy for some details to slip through the cracks. And that's exactly how some people like it. Most people don't notice the red truck parked behind the Ponderosa Pines about 20 feet away from the east side door. But if you did spot it, you'd see a large dog sleeping on a dirty mattress in the truck bed. You'd hear the soft static from the radio, its volume knob missing. And in the glove box, amidst discarded taco wrappers and a big gulp cup from 7-Eleven, there's a stack of forms that reads the following. November 12th, work order 8920, VIN 14-1-13-59-19, IRUJHU. Driver brought in a 1988 Chevrolet C1500. It's a two-door truck, red, old enough to be an antique. It looked pretty beat up, probably could have used a tire rotation and an oil change. He just wanted one fix though. His truck's been grumbling at him when he stopped at red lights. Well, a couple things could be causing vibration while idling. Checked the spark plugs, engine, motor mounts, everything looked fine. Replaced the spark plugs just to be safe in case we're not seeing something. Charged for parts and labor, and returned it to driver. November 27th, work order 1144. Driver brought in a 1988 Chevrolet C1500. He's been in before. Driver said his power steering gave out randomly and now he can't turn left. I didn't ask him how he got to the shop. I went in to check things out, but there's a major dent in the front bumper that made it difficult to open the hood. Driver said he hadn't noticed it before. With some effort, we pried it open and checked the power steering fluid. It was topped off. In fact, I drove the truck around the block and the steering worked fine. The driver was pissed. He said he shouldn't have to pay us because we didn't actually fix anything. Well, we still made him pay. Opening the hood took serious manpower, and that means serious labor costs. The driver relented and took his car back. He really struggled driving it out of the lot. Not sure how sober he was. None of my business, I guess. December 6th, work order 182114. It's that 88 Chevy again. I'm impressed this thing is still on the road. The dent in the front bumper looks bigger than I remembered. Steering is apparently giving him trouble still, but this time he wanted us to check something pretty superficial. This was a weird one. He said his blinker was clicking with an odd rhythm. He called it erratic, said it was extremely distracting. I explained to him how in older cars the electrical components of the blinkers wear over time, and it's usually not a serious problem. He wasn't having it, so I gave the blinkers a thorough check. Lo and behold, everything looked fine. What didn't look fine was his oil filter. Luckily, I had an aftermarket filter on hand that fit. Driver whined about the installation fee, but what can you do? Charged for parts and labor, sent him home. December 14th, work order 141520. Honestly, I don't know why the driver of this C1500 keeps choosing us. We haven't fixed a damn thing. This time he claims his car lurches backwards when he accelerates forwards. That, at least the way he described it, is physically impossible. Unless he's driving Schrodinger's Chevy, you can't be going forward and backward at the same time. I think he meant his car is jittering when he accelerates. Dirty fuel injectors looked like the culprit. Mystery solved. Well, the real mystery is why he still drives this beater. I'm confident he's paid more for repairs than if he just bought a replacement. And he could get himself killed with the type of things going wrong here. Maybe he's attached to the thing. Charged for parts and labor and returned it to driver. December 28th, work order 62114. Guess who's back with the C1500? It's the stereo system this time. First off, the digital clock's going haywire. It keeps on switching between 159, 448, 757, 930, repeated over and over. But the bigger problem is his radio. If he turns off the radio, it turns off the car. What's worse, his volume knob is broke off and it's stuck on max because of course it is. Every station is static, except for one. I've never heard a station like that before. One song on loop, no ad breaks. I don't know enough about radio to fix this. Side note, that front dent is definitely bigger than last time, or maybe I'm going crazy. I referred him to AutoZone because, well, honestly, I never want to see that truck again. What a nightmare. I didn't even charge him for labor. February 2nd, work order 666. Chevy, 88. I tried sending him away, but he was so distraught, I decided to hear him out. His air vents are leaking when he turns on the heat. Thing is, I have no idea what it's leaking. It's not engine oil, brake fluid, coolant, or anything else I recognize. No, it's a thick, black ichor. Whatever it is, it shouldn't be coming out of the vents or even be in a car at all. I don't get paid enough to diagnose that type of problem. I told the driver, get rid of it, ditch it in a parking lot or push it off a cliff or something, but he says he can't. I don't know what that means, but I don't want to find out. I'm done with this. This man needs something more than a mechanic, and that truck needs to be burned to the ground. February 22nd, work order, I'm gonna scream. That driver ditched the truck here. That is not what I told him to do. We're a GD auto shop, not a scrapyard. The front is completely crumpled, and the car is off, but I feel like I can still hear the static. If he doesn't come to take it back by tomorrow, I'm gonna pay out of pocket to get it towed to Cesar Primero scrapyard. I'm not getting behind the wheel, but I want it gone. February 23rd, sick day request. My neck's still sore from the whiplash, and my herniated disc is giving me hell, but I don't think there's been any permanent damage, thank God. I'm gonna take it easy for another day or two. Hopefully I'm back at the shop by Monday. On a personal note, Aiden, 3 of your mechanics got in accidents on the same day, in different cars, driving home different ways, at the same time. Don't you think that's strange? Roz just thinks we should send a story about it to Reader's Digest, as if it's a funny coincidence. Something is going on here, and it's that Chevy. I swear it's that Chevy. February 28th, work order, hallelujah. A man showed up and, apropos of nothing, asked to buy our 1988 Chevrolet C1500. I have no idea how he heard about it, but I don't care. I sold the cursed thing. I'm tired of pretending like this is normal. I'm tired of writing these reports as if I can fix whatever is going on here. This is beyond me. Clicking, static, black ooze. The thought of it is stuck in my head like the grease under my fingernails. But I should stop waxing poetic. The man asked for a copy of these repair orders. Well, if you're reading this, friend, I hope you figure out what's going on under the hood. I doubt these forms are going to help you. Goes without saying, but no returns or exchanges. I don't care how much you pay me. A man with long brown hair is hunched over in the driver's seat of the truck. He speaks a message aloud, and words appear on an adjacent scrap of paper. Satisfied, he rolls up the scrap and hands it to the dog, but not before signing the note. Hunt the Hunters, Grassman.